Okay, so to start off, I'm going to show you guys, or we're gonna have a look at one of the other heads I sculpted, and then I'm just gonna show you guys a couple of key things to remember when you're sculpting the lips. And before I get started, this tutorial is a shout out to somebody that commented on one of my works online and requested me to make a lip tutorial for them. So this is for them. They know who they are, and yeah, so I hope that they learned something from this. Okay, so first thing, I don't know if you can see this, but see how the top lip sticks out higher than the bottom lip? You can probably see it in the profile. See how the top lip comes out a little bit further than the bottom? So if you're looking up at it, you should be able to see the top lip coming out higher. So it should be the bottom lip, or the chin, the bottom lip, the top lip, then the nose. That's what you should get when looking up at the sculpture. Or at the head, I mean. Same with the profile. So on a typical human head, you'll see the angles, like it'll come at an angle forward and then it'll go back at an angle. This one not so much because I had the chin come out quite a bit, but this is more of like a comic-y type character anyways, but in general. So you want it to come out and then go back, almost like a triangle. Hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so remember that when looking at it from all angles, the top lip should come out further and higher than the bottom lip. Okay. Also, in the corners, there should be an indentation in the corners, almost like you drill a hole in each of the corners. It's not really pronounced in this one because the primer kind of covered it up. But yeah, there should be 2 holes in the corners. Back in the day, in like Greek times, when they chiseled sculptures out of rocks, they actually just used to straight up take a chisel and drill a hole, or chisel out a hole right in the corner, because it has to be there. It's kind of important. Also, the lips kind of curve in, like it's indented in the corners, so what you do with your tool is kind of take it in and go upward and into that hole once you've made it. And I'll show you that when I'm actually sculpting the lips. So yeah, we might come back to that. But now I'll get started. So I'm just gonna actually do the mouth. I'm not gonna do a whole head, or I don't really have a head that I can show you on. So I'm just gonna pretend that this is a mouth. And sorry, this is really dirty because it's some old clay that I don't use. But just so you guys know, this is super sculpty. I used to use it a lot, but I use more paper clays now, just because I hate having to bake it, and I find that once it's baked it's really brittle and it cracks a lot and it doesn't sand as nicely as the doll, so I stick to paper clay even though it's weaker. But yeah, okay, so let's pretend that this is the mouth area, and okay, so I'll grab some clay. You'll notice that I only painted one side of my hand because I got lazy. That happens quite often. And this nail polish will probably stay on me for about a month until it finally like falls off itself. I'm pretty bad like that. Okay, so let's assume that the nose... Oh wait, first of all, sorry. The tools that I'll be using, I might not use them all, but just have them on hand in case I do. This is a stylus with 2 round tips on each end, one bigger, one smaller, so this will be for the corner holes. I usually don't use tools for majority of it, but I'm just going to use them for the sake of the tutorial. These are all surgical steel jewelry or wax carving tools. So I'm using the one with the point on each end. I'm using the one with the spearhead and this paddle type thing. I probably won't use this end, I never use this, but I'll use this. And then this one that is covered in epoxy sculpt that has a paddle, once again, a big one and a small one on each end. Okay, so let's assume that the nose is off here somewhere, okay? So first thing you would do is take a piece of clay and shape it into an oval, flat oval, about the size that you would want the top lip to be, width-wise. And you're just going to stick that on where you would want it. This doesn't have to be perfect at all. Or let's say that the nose, yeah, is right here. I'll just mark a line there. And then you're just going to smooth this on. And this isn't going to be perfect, and this probably won't end up looking like this, but at least you'll get an idea of the technique that I use. Okay, then you're just going to flatten this part, bring it up a little bit. Okay, so on the side it looks like this so far. Nothing too special. And then you're just going to want to make it kind of flush so it really blends into the top part. Like so. And I'm going to do over the top giant lips for this so you can get an idea. Also, always check from the top. Always really check all angles to make sure you're getting the right shape. But the top, it should be an oval or a round shape. Okay. Wow, this clay is so dirty. Oh well. Okay, so now you're going to first want to make the curve, like the plane of this. So I'll just use my fingers for this. Let's say that they're Cupid's bow. Okay, I'm gonna use a tool. I lied. Let's say it's right about here. Sorry. So I'm just gonna make a quick little indentation for where that would be. This can be fixed up later. I usually sculpt my lips without this because I like round, flat looking lips. I don't know why. But yeah. So you make the indentation and then you're just going to want to make the shape or flatten the top part to meet that shape. So see how it's a complete round line now? Before there was a flat edge here. So you just want to round this out, okay? Because the lips are rounded and not flat. Like so. And then you're going to want to flatten this part out. So just drag your thumb along here on each side. So it makes that line, that indentation. You can even, I'm going to make it more prominent so you guys can really see it. There. See, oops. How there's that line there now? So you can kind of see the definition. And even to make it more prominent, you can use a tool and really flatten this out.